run on emotion. Very streaky, emotional laden team that enjoys the crowd, cheers, and if they nail those threes, they could be in good company.
And the reason why they were able to get open shots from the threes, the fact that Denham Brown was a very good scorer for the Gin Kings in the initial part of this game. Defense was forced to concentrate on him, and when he moved the basketball, William Miller was unselfish, swinging that ball from the left to right, finding the open man, and the shooters were able to deliver for the Gin Kings all throughout this ballgame. 10 of 24, nearly 42% shooting from the 3 by Ginebra, and close to 54% from the 2-point area.
Free throw brought to you by BMEG Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamado.
6 guys in double digits for Ginebra, and they are 5 points up from their season scoring average offensively, and likewise they are 14 points better right now, like that 16 points better right now from their offensive average in their last 2 games.
Coming down to the last 5 minutes, nothing in terms of a comeback by Barako, at least up to this moment. You get the feeling Barangay Ginebra just locked the doors defensively, just threw away the keys.
Well, unless something dramatic happens, Ginebra is in cruise control right now. 26-point advantage. And finally, after playing zone defense for nearly 3/4 of the way, Ginebra switching to a man-to-man defense as Suntilia has bought consecutive baskets for the Barakos in the last few possessions.
And we've got a full, let's check, yes, a full timeout. We'll use it and be back with the remaining 4:46. Barangay Ginebra ahead 100-74. Check out next assignment of the barangay and Alex Compton, who took a spaceship all the way from the Staples Center, is already in the audience scouting Barangay Ginebra. Spaceship, flying saucer. Bakit ko ito turnover kay Magu? Bakit? Isipin mo. Okay, Magu.
In the battle for position in the team standings, Coach Jong Chico tells us that while the top 2 or the automatic semis is the ideal target, the top 5 is the more realistic one. Pero ayaw nila ng top 5 lang. They want a gun for 3rd place para nga naman maiwasan daw yung BMEG at yung Alaska, and they end up having to take on the wild card survivor. With this impending win, they will only be half a game behind BMEG. So far so good with 3 games to go for Barangay Ginebra.
Love it when Magu talks go. He does it half game. Pagka-baseball man niya, lumalabas eh. Now, there's a statistical explanation which Magu will do one time, but there's no such thing. At kalahati lang yung laro, pensap lang, umuwi na. Oh, good scoop. That should count. And now let's talk the future now. Let's look at the bottom of the standings, Ronnie. As Magu points out, it's an impending win for Barangay Ginebra. How goes the bottom of the standings? Barako Coffee will end up as 2-13.
Yes, and they still have to play Santa Lucia, Talk and Text in the Derby Llamados in the next coming weeks. They are trying to chase Air 21, who are 3-11, a game ahead of them. And let's see if the Barakos will have enough gas in them to get 2 wins in the last 3 games and move further sa wildcard phase natin. A lot of heartbreak losses is what we have seen from the Barakos all throughout the end of the first round, all the way to the early part of the second round. But this is not a close game at all. As we take a look at JC Intal making his first entry in this game. Only his 2nd game back after a long while.
Just trying to keep him active, his feet wet, in the groove of the game, in preparation for the long term. Kagiwa rams in a 3, and he has made it 103-76. Kagiwa with a 19-point game.
30 points coming from the 3-point area. And Mark Kagiwa has fired 19 points in 21 minutes. 60% from the 3, 45% from the 2-point area.
Obalde tries to create, gets it to crawl up, ending up being fouled. He already has collected 11 points. Three minutes and 5 remaining. John Ferriols, by the way, gets to see some action wearing number 55. It's been a while since Ferriols has played. Last time Ferriols played, if I'm not mistaken, was in the second game of Ginebra.
He's only played 2 games so far. This is only his third outing for the Gin Kings.
Montilla shakes, bakes. Nahorda, 2.5 remaining. That will not work. And off to the races we go. And the race was very short. .103.78. Montilla can't get it to drop in. Limao Nan's effort. Reyes can't get it. Turnaround shot with Montilla, and it trickles in. And we hit the last 2-minute mark. Agiwa. Maunahan scoops it over to Nahorda.
The Barakos trying to make this deficit, cutting it to a more decent lead right now, but still a big 21-point advantage that Ginebra has. Biggest losing margin so far for the Barakos this season is 24 points in that loss against San Miguel here in the second round.
We've got Faundos seeing action for the first time, and this game was over as early as I think, first or second minute of the third quarter.
Umabol naman ng bahagya yung Barako.
Yep, I think so, yep.
Nung sumagot itong si Denham Brown at si Mark Agiwa, it was
mga bandang 8 minute ano.
Sinamahan pa ni Enrique Villanueva, kaya naman talagang todo yung lamang ng Ginebra all the way to this part of the game. Only a minute and 23, and Ginebra is on its way towards a 9-6 win-loss record.
Pondo with the basket. We're coming to 1:15 and ticking away. Parang nakuha na yung the fight out of Barako was taken out in that surge as we watch in tall pop.
The Barakos had the big first quarter, no doubt about it, 29 points. But the question that we posted during that run was, could they sustain it? And eventually the answer was the second unit was not able to deliver, and eventually likewise Ginebra's second unit, players off the bench led by Mark Agiwa, just swung this game in favor of the Gin Kings from that mid part of the second quarter all the way to this point of the game. A lead as big as 27 points a while ago.
Not as devastating, but this was almost like that win by talk and text against rain or shine, the Cuneta last week.
Well, they beat us by 21 points also.
Yeah.
They're playing the best basketball so far. We talk about the entire cast, and the challenge right now for the rest of the teams is how to stop the Tropang Texters,
which is on the minds of every opponent they will have in the days to come as this game is over.
JJ Helterbrand played limited minutes today, only 7 minutes, not scoring, but still very happy cheering on the rest of the Gin Kings as they have posted their 9th win of the tournament.
Coaches will meet at center point as well as the managers. And the final count is 107-86. Magumar John, who is the sprint king of Caloocan, managing to catch up. Pasensya ka na eh. Ako nagtigalitin. Pag ikaw nagtigalitin, pwedeng ikaw naman. He's with Mark Agiwa, our best player.
And we are with the best player of the game, Mark. Early in the game, first quarter, down by 12 yung team.